Disappearing book, but I don't have any books.
Yeah, I don't think the party has any books right now. We'll go ahead and start you in red
Well,
carpet at the mansion if you want.
well, there was certain items that Doc and I obtained from the theatre that, due
Oh,
to
that's
what they
right.
contained, could potentially be considered a book.
Yes, one of those disappears. Excellent. As they begin to slow slide away, you've only got about 30 more or something. So keep
Yes.
track of those. You've got 30 more.
All right.
And eventually they will all be gone. Well, we'll take an extra card for reminding me of that. Well done, Pete. Yes, yes. The party is stocking up on shit just to defeat two of the cards.
Well, we didn't actually get them to defeat the cards. That
No,
was just
no, but they're
beneficial.
useful for that.
Yes,
I would personally
side
stick
effect.
them in a safe and laugh every time I got a disappearing book.
Yes.
It's like, yes, that's what we wanted to have
31
happen.
scripts.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea what you guys are wanting to accomplish today. Many
Righty.
different things are prepared. Let's see, currently, just to let you know where you're at and what's going on, especially Yana. You're currently in the red carpet mansion. However, it appears that some of the personal effects and stuff are being moved out, and also you guys might be getting moved out and into a bigger mansion, as apparently Doc Fulton has hit the big time.
Ooh.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the famous Bill Murray painting where it has like 9 pictures of him and they're all slightly different colors and stuff?
I don't think so. It's something like Andy Warhol things.
Kind of like an Andy Warhol type of painting.
Yeah.
I know Andy.
That's a spirit. I figured art would be.
The zombie film?
Yes, they also had it there, but I think that may actually be in Bill Murray's home, which I find frightening. But there's one of Doc Fulton, that's there. So Yana, if you really need a picture to create and stuff, then you can make one of those of this person and do an Andy Warhol style.
Cool.
Yeah. So you guys are getting upgraded to a much bigger mansion because my guess is that Doc Fulton's going to opt to stick with the same studio, and
he said he was going to.
Yeah. What the disadvantages, he gets less direct money. The advantages that they take care of him more, which, considering your guys' lifestyle, I'm gonna guess you'd rather not do your own bookkeeping because the players are very much against bookkeeping. They'd rather just be given credit cards and know how much their daily limit is, and they're fine with that.
Yes.
Except for those people who throw out their credit cards or something like that.
I don't know what you are talking about.
Yeah. It's funny, about half of the group refuses to own money or deal with money. So, but for the woman with no name, it is a bit distressing to be back in this place because she has shit she wants to do in the other place.
Yeah.
But for some reason you're back in this place, and you do see McKay wandering around, possibly as he's appeared right now. He's got like the fluffy robe with the amazingly high thread count and the fluffy slippers, and he's shuffling around. Jim and his wife, after much discussion, decided to take a pretty lavish upgrade and a lot more money and stuff, and being moved to this bigger B-lister mansion rather than the C-lister one that they had thought they were content with.
Brave people.
Yes. So yeah, it's a much bigger place. There's a swimming pool for laps, and since it is Doc Fulton, I think the main thing that this will have is it's got its own 9-hole golf course out back. If he gets up to A-lister, he'll have an 18-hole golf course.
The most important question is there a cliff for cars to be driven off as they leave the house?
There can be one. If you'd like to instruct them.
No. I suspect the doc would prefer there not being one. I don't know. You'd need to ballot.
I'm betting, given all the driving checks that thing has given the players. Personally, I would stick with it. I would make a friggin' obstacle course with all kinds of horrible shit just to get out of the driveway. But right now you've got a big U-shaped driveway that will give absolutely no driving challenge to get in and out of.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. But all of the different people in the campaign are being moved to this house. And they are now all considered entourage of the amazing Doc Fulton. There are high hopes that he will hit the A-list soon. Yeah, he's made his breakout role and everything.
I shall play I'll Be a Great Wizard someday. Just you wait and see.
Okay.
Basically, get a chicken essence.
Yeah. As far as you guys go, there's really no change to your lifestyle other than that you're living in a nicer place now.
Nice.
Yeah. Doc Fulton's been very generous with wanting to keep everybody with him. And so,
Well, it means there's more people to get shot at.
Correct.
When somebody tries to attack him.
Correct. This is a good deal for him as well.
Yes. So, Mildred, what were you up to last?
So, what was I up to last?
I don't know. Hence my question.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a rough one, you think?
I feel like I wasn't here for a long time.
It shows the calendar. It's been like 8 days. She's like.
So were you back in the cyberpunk world, or were you elsewhere?
Oh, last time I was exploring the sewers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jim brings over a hot pot of tea, sets it near
Thank you.
McKay, and he gives a rum and coke with a piece of celery next to it for breakfast for the woman with no name.
I throw the celery at him.
He nods, picks it up, and wanders off.
All right. So the sewers in the cyberpunk world, or the sewers elsewhere?
Am I really that bad that I don't even remember the world where it was?
All right. So
maybe it was here. Was it here? I think it was here, maybe.
Okay, in the red carpet world?
Probably.
Jim makes a strategic retreat.
All right, so a more important question.
Yeah.
Did you retrieve your skinning knife from my apartment?
You have my skinning knife?
You may recall we attend last time I saw you, we attended a casino.
Yes.
And we had to flee, leaving most of our stuff in the hotel room. So I had all our stuff couriered back to my place.
So you have it?
Yes. So that, and I did tell your girlfriend this so that you could come and get it.
I didn't see her, unfortunately.
Okay. Yes, I have your skinning knife.
Oh yeah.
I got it retrieved.
So
I retrieved it. Yeah. All right. And anything else that you left in the hotel room?
I don't care about it.
But yes.
No, that's at your apartment in the cyberpunk place.
Yes.
There.
Yes.
I would recommend putting, next time you get an opportunity to, I'd recommend paying forward several more months if you can get really rich there.
If I had money. Unfortunately, I lost $500,000 at the casino because we fled before Mildred won. And
She might have
another
won,
100.
too.
Yeah, exactly. And another 100,000 went towards what's his name? The scientist that's working on Mildred's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And then the remaining 50 grand, Alex blew away
Mm-hmm.
by destroying all the trade goods I had. And so I'm down to about 10 grand.
Yeah, that's not good. Well, I'm sure if you knock out some jobs there real quick before your rent expires, because if your rent expires, then all the stuff in there will go away, including your skinning knife.
Oh no!
Yes.
We need to get rich.
Yes, you need to make money.
Oh no. Why?
And your girlfriend is not around nor in her apartment at the moment.
No?
No, it's been blown up, although she wasn't there at the time.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Your girlfriend is in the middle of a cannonball run / damnation alley thing across the continent.
He names several movies you've never heard of before.
She's basically doing a race across the continent, and so she's uncontactable. And we're not too sure how long she's gone for.
Okay, I'm kind of worried about her, but she's strong. So hopefully, okay.
Yes. So even if we did go to the cyberpunk world, she's excuse me. She's not going to be. She's unlikely to be there unless she's gotten back.
Okay, that's not a good news.
Yeah. And also somebody's trying to. Well, we think it's Doc. Hurt him lots in the cyberpunk world. There was a missile battery set up opposite the barber's shop.
Okay.
And we blew up the barber shop earlier on.
Oh. Okay.
Be right back while you brief her.
But basically, I thought, well, the nature of the barber shop, we could potentially use that for storage. So when we're crossing between different worlds, we could leave our IDs there or something like that. That way we don't keep losing them and having issues and whatnot. So we had a look into it in the cyberpunk world, and it looks like other Doras had the same idea. And the place had multiple cameras. There was a safe with explosives in it. Managed to get most of the stuff out of the safe. There was a box that the Doc then tried to pull out, which we thought was booby trapped, and that caused the apartment, sorry, the floor to blow out, and the two goons that were charging in to be blown out, and when we went back there several days later after it was repaired, there was a missile battery concealed in the building across. So it took us quite a lot of working out how to get rid of that so we could leave.
Right. Wow.
And if you know about the gate to Burlington in Cyberpunk World, that's got lots of booby traps and that around it at the moment.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you intend to use that one.
Okay.
But yeah, so.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we could go to the Cyberpunk world and grab gear and then come back here or go elsewhere. It's just a matter of the individuals that have the place under watch. As far as I know, that it's Doc that they're primarily interested in, but they may be hostile to lots of Doras now. We don't know. So
Okay.
it's just a risk. It's just a potential risk.
So
having said all that, is there any particular leads or things that you were wanting to follow up?
So I'm primarily interested in getting my girlfriend here and getting my knife back. Even though I have a new crazy nice knife.
A new crazy nice knife.
Yes, which I get last time.
Okay.
But 2 knives is better than 1 knife.
And also, it's your original skinning knife back
there.
there.
Exactly. I spent a lot of hero points to keep it, so I want it back.
Yes, I did listen to you dropping that into the water
Yeah.
in Beastkin Land. Yes, I did hear that.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
So we could do that. We could go to the cyberpunk world. It's a shame that my girlfriend isn't there, though. So
Well, yeah. Well, we can go there and see if she's left a message or anything on the off chance she's left any messages. I don't know if you've previously organised a dead letter drop or something with her, or organised something as a way of contacting if her place is compromised.
That's too clever for us. we are more like let's go, let's blow shit up.
Okay. Well, she does know. I'm pretty sure she does know where my place is. So worst comes to worst, she could always send something there.
Okay.
For you. So
hopefully.
Yeah. All right. So let's go there. As I said, it may get tricky getting back. It may not. We might have no problems, but we can see.
We can try.
So you already know that the barbershop is compromised. You want to try to get in using the compromised barbershop?
Well, we just know that, but we don't know if it was just Doc that they're interested in or anybody.
Were either of you with Doc when he was talking to the new fixer?
Me. And I was there when we opened up the safe.
So what was the question there?
Yes, as I said. I could potentially be after me as well.
Yeah, your base evidence analysis tells you that
yes,
you're going into some unhappiness if you use the barbershop there until you guys can figure out that mess and solve it.
Yes. So that means that you could potentially still use it if you wanted to do a quick jaunt over, go to the apartment, grab the gear, and come back.
Yeah. I can...
Because there's nothing linking you with us.
Yeah. I can either do...
No, go on.
I can do a quick just go for the gear and go back, or do it some other time, and this time we can do something here.
Okay.
Well, there are other ways to get there.
That's also true.
Now, I'm not familiar with... Every time I've gone there, I've woken up there. I've not actually travelled there via...
And that gives you excellent reason for a Yana briefing.
Oh, no.
I'm happy.
Sorry, I tell a lie. The only time I've travelled there was from the barber shop in the post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah.
When
we first discovered that the barber shop was a backdoor. That's the only. Yeah. So
it's all up to Yana. That's what you're saying to help you.
All right. So there are other gates that go there that you're aware of.
I'm trying to remember if I. There is one. I know about the gate from Burlington, and then about the gate from the that went to the underwater to the weird weird world with aliens. And what was it? And there was, I think there has to be a third gate, but I'm not sure if I know about it.
I think you do, if you can remember it, that is.
Well,
I will give you a memory roll for me to give you a hint.
Yes. Yes, please.
Go for
it. Is it the... Yes.
Something underwater. You had to swim through a tube.
But that's the one I mentioned.
Yeah, that's what she mentioned.
Sorry. Oh, well, carry on. Then.
That's the Zardos one that she's mentioned. Yeah, the one. Yeah.
My bad.
So that's the two, Burlington and Zardos.
Yeah.
Do we know of a gate to Zardos from here?
We can just the barbershop.
Yeah, but
Doc and I went back to Zardos World 2 days ago and stayed there overnight as a means of foiling some bad guys.
The only bad thing about going to the Zardos world is when you go through actually I'd forgotten about that. Shit. Here's the bad thing. When you go through to get to the Zardos world and you want to go to the cyberpunk thing, it would essentially be you use a barber chair, boom, you're in Zardos world, and that's a 2-day rough travel to get to.
Avoiding the bandits. Big Jim, or what's his name? Yeah.
The fun guy. I wanted to meet him, but others were too scared.
Yes, there is that.
Or we can just like try to figure out what is going on here. I think when I played last, well, before we went to the sewers, we were at a party. And there was something happening there. And we were supposed to go to an orgy, yes. I remember that.
Right.
And it was relevant. It was relevant to the important things. It was not just for fun. So yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know what's happening with that. If it already.
So who were you at the party with?
With Alex and the dog.
Okay. And
actually, Pete, I'll give you a memory roll to remember something about an orgy, unless you already actually remember it.
Well, I'm wondering if it was the same party that Doc and I was at with the A-lister.
There was.
There would, unless you're talking about the French guy, Saint Yves, if that's what you're talking about in regards to the orgy.
I think so, yeah.
Take a card, Pete. Oh, yes, that is. She was looking forward to a French orgy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all right. We've already got the gem.
Okay.
It got delivered to me yesterday, 2 days ago, 3 days ago.
Very good.
Doc currently has it in a pocket. So yes.
So that's taken care of.
Yes. So we don't need to go to France and to an orgy.
But I wanted to.
He's dead anyway.
Such a shame.
So I don't think the orgy's going ahead. Unless he's organised for orgy. Unless he's organised a funeral orgy.
Oh, very interesting.
That's an unusual orgy.
So yeah. So we've got the gem from that. We've dealt with the pallid mask, the King in Yellow play.
Oh, right. Yeah.
By the way, where is the pallid mask and the robe now?
Doc's got them.
Okay.
Because they're backup magic items, so the gem doesn't go away.
Yep.
And the Doc probably wants to experiment with them.
I don't like it. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Do you know of another way to get to Burlington besides via Cyberpunk World?
I don't. Oh, there is but.
I mean, we could go by the barber's shop now, but yes.
Yeah, but then there is the tunnel from the woman Western world.
Oh, okay. They link up, do they? All right. I'm not familiar with that world. The only the reason I bring that up is that unless you know of another place where to get the magic decoder rings from, Doc mentioned something about getting a heap of magic decoder rings from there.
Yeah, I know how to get them there.
Yeah. So we could potentially go. The reason for getting them is to protect the valuable magic items.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true.
So the Doc and I didn't get a chance to do that because of having to attend acting and. No, actually, we had some actual filming we had to attend.
Oh, that's what it's called, filming.
Gotta take a card.
And preventing the King in Yellow play from going ahead.
Yes. Good work.
I would say it was a difficult session for you and Doc yesterday.
Oh, it was extremely difficult session. 2/3 of it was trying to get out of the cyberpunk world.
Oh. Wow.
And that was the difficult part of it.
It's a hard campaign.
Actually, there's no real leads here that we're particularly interested in following up. That either doesn't doesn't involve your girlfriend. So, and your girlfriend wasn't there, so there was nothing further to do in that regard. So we thought we had more interesting things to do elsewhere. Neither the Doc and I were particularly excited about the cyberpunk world. So, but it was just due to previous actions that we had an extremely difficult time leaving. We had a run-in with Mibs in Burlington, so we had to retreat from there very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Because we appeared in the safe. The deputies started shooting us, and we gunned them down. And we got the sheriff.
Yeah.
Well, you did not shoot the deputy, I don't think.
No, I did not. I stabbed them multiple times. And they shot, and I managed to, and I got myself in a position where they were shooting each other.
Nice. I think everybody had to shoot out with the sheriff there once or twice in their lives. It's like a sport.
That's what I need to get hold of. All right.
So
something that might be useful for us to get hold of is sound dampening headphones.
Because
you know how the Doc reacts when someone is screaming. Put headphones on his head.
Oh, good idea.
Put something on his head so he can't hear the screaming. Because that was our problem. He spent 5-10 minutes beating up people for running around screaming, and I was trying to get him away and couldn't, and so we weren't able to do what we wanted to do because the MIPS turned up.
Right.
So yes. So if we can get something that will block his hearing,
that would be useful. Yes. And not just in the situation when someone's screaming.
Yes. Exactly. But yes. Has my IDs and stuff turned up, Logan?
Yes. You guys all have IDs, new credit cards to ignore in her case, or in your case to get, and hope that you've got your IDs, credit cards, etc. Keys. Since you've got a B-lister, the cars are a little more stylish, actually, by more stylish, I mean not banged up yet.
Yes.
So because B-listers make a lot more money, and so Doc is going to, if he actually acts, he's not an A-lister yet, where he can just fucking do one film a year and then ignore life, or ignore filming.
Yes. All right.
Plus, if Alex Kinley becomes another B-lister, because I think he's getting pretty fucking close.
Surely he's close.
Yeah, then you guys will definitely be living a good lifestyle there.
Are you any close to being a B-lister, Mildred?
You are funny.
So as good as me, huh?
Yeah, probably worse.
Yeah, neither of you guys is a real combat monkey, I don't think. So it's going to be an interesting session for you if you decide to go do combat stuff. I think both of you specialize in slap fighting.
Yes.
I haven't gotten too bad with a knife now, so.
Well, I'm not saying you're bad with a knife, but it usually seems to degenerate into slap fighting for both of you at some point.
Etc. Yes.
Yeah, the Lords of the Dice hate you.
Yes, and the hero points just drain away.
I think Mildred may have more hero points than you do.
Yeah. I have a lot now.
Do you have a lot of in your overflow?
Not in the overflow. I have 18 in overflow.
Okay.
So it's okay.
Someday we'll get you up to your 50 so you can get a special power.
I want to be special.
Cool.
All right.
So how do we do this?
Do which?
Do everything. What do we want to do?
Both of you guys take a card. It's you make a great stand-up team.
You don't really use a gun, do you?
Me? I do use a gun, but usually we are not in worlds that guns are used in.
Okay. I just got a multi-kill card, that's all. Just whether or not you wanted it. Otherwise, I'll toss it.
Depends on where we are going, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not too sure if multi-kill is actually that useful because we normally don't have multiple shots with the guns at the moment.
That's true.
I might get rid of that one then and keep it just in case. All right, so yeah, Orgy we don't need to worry about. King Yellow we don't need to worry about. Was there any other stuff you were looking into?
No, I think that this was the main things last time I was here.
Okay. Were you looking into the blood draining at all?
Blood draining? Oh right, yeah, a little bit, yeah, but I don't know what. Did you find something new about that?
No. We just saw it on the news and we're dealing with other things, so didn't touch on it at all.
You mean I don't know about that.
There's people turning up with blood drained in the downtown area, and there's also a superhero running around who they're calling Batman, who may or may not also be draining blood from people.
And we found a lot of dead superheroes and vampires in the sewers.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it was in Red Carpet Land you were exploring the sewers in.
Yeah.
As Holmes is forced to use his evidence analysis on his own party members. I will drag the truth from you eventually, young lady.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm like Logan NPC.
So was NPCs aren't stand-up too, so they're usually more straightforward.
Was there anything in the sewers that you were wanting to investigate further that you found, or nothing really? Or was just running around checking things out?
There were some things, like there was this fun, like serial killer who has like people there, like dead people, sitting on a next, like a family sitting around the table.
Okay.
Just dead people. and we met him, but he ran away. So that's somebody that probably would need to be dead or something. But yeah, that's other than that, I don't remember much of like, and like all the dead superheroes and vampires, but I don't know what's that about. Then there was like Indigo Lair somewhere. Yeah.
All right, so that's interesting. I wasn't aware of Indigo being here.
Yeah, and then there wasn't. Like one day we went there and it was there, but then the other day it wasn't there.
Okay. So maybe that's linked in with the whole thing about some of the sewers almost being a different location or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, because Indigo did complain about the sewers changing and left the sewers, so.
You are also an Indigo person, right?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
It appears that there's AIs everywhere, or as to whether or not the AIs are what are running these realms, or if the AIs are separate. I don't know enough about the whole AI thing. We suspect that this place is controlled by White, Red Carpet Land, as we've met up some of the All-Seeing Sisterhood. Yes.
Interesting.
Unlike Doc, I don't go around with them out.
All right, yeah. So you're normally wearing the contacts, since they're made to cover the entire eye, not just like the small iris and stuff. Not comfortable at all.
I know. Yeah.
I recommend dark glasses instead. Much more comfortable, or reflective glasses.
So depending on the circumstances, glasses don't cut the mustard.
Well, not in some areas. In others, they're great.
Night, when we're filming.
True.
Etc.
So, what is your agreement with Indigo?
Basically, it's against Blue, who I believe has formed an alliance with Dr. Morton.
I understand. Who is Dr. Morton?
That was the primary reason I formed an alliance with Indigo.
Yeah, I see.
Assistance in dealing with Dr. Morton.
Yeah, that's great. I'm kind of suspicious of Indigo. But
I'm suspicious of most of the AIs.
Yeah.
But having not met any of the other ones, I don't know if they're similar to Indigo or different.
Yeah.
But yes, apparently there's like Lopan apparently is yellow. Is aligned with yellow. There's Doc had met somebody aligned with green. There was White here. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, as to other places, whether or not each realm has a AI or only certain ones, don't know. Don't know. As it whether or not the AIs are actually what were originally running these places, or
maybe the computers rebelled and imprisoned humans.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
And that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Can't.
Yeah, to take a card for a bit of interesting thoughts there.
Victory, but it's prestige only.
I'm not sure if you need to hold on to it or not. It depends on what you guys eventually decide.
Yeah. No,
we
will like just sit in the house the whole session just talking.
Just talking and speculating.
That actually happened in the old HC game, if you guys remember. Somebody, one of the major players showed up after an absence and then got a very excited brief from other players that took almost all of the session.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, my world is complex enough. Good.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So we currently got that.
Oh yeah. Once again, you guys are spoiled for fucking choice.
Yes. Do you have any current filming commitments?
I don't think so. I was filming some like shit show about I don't even know.
The Handy Show?
What?
The Handy Show?
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Probably that.
I think we're all in it.
Yeah.
Yana, reduce your hand by one.
I know.
Who's a bad human?
All right.
You notice that the shadows are slowly creeping around outside as the sun is once again being spun away by the Earth's irresistible rotation.
So was there any realms that you had unfinished business that you needed to deal with?
Not really.
All right.
Like there are. I think there were things that could be explored more almost everywhere, but nothing like pops up in my mind.
Yep. Nothing comes to mind immediately. Yep.
What about you? Do you have like something you would like to do?
Like there was some stuff in the Beastkin world, but that was just more just making sure things that were settled down and whatnot. But about the only unfinished business in there was dealing with a werewolf.
Oh.
The
one from the beginning?
No, the one that cursed him.
Oh, right.
But besides that, there wasn't that much else I had particularly on the cards to do in that place. There was a missing person case in the cyberpunk world. There's vampires here.
There are many missions in the cyberpunk world.
Yes. Quite possibly. There is now I don't know if there's that much. I mean, there's the thing with Lopan, which is what the yellow gem's linked with.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Jim comes in and begins preparing lunch.
And the ninjas that attacked us.
Oh yeah, there is that. I'm glad you guys remembered the ninjas.
Oh, I hadn't forgotten about the ninjas. Yeah, they were part of it. They're part of the Amiata Tong. I worked out from the tattoos. Presumably they're being sent by Lopan to get the gem.
Oh, right.
And the gem we've got is the one that summons Thunder.
Thunder?
Yeah, one of the storms.
Oh.
Thunder, lightning, and rain, I think, from memory. And they tried to attack us on set, dressed as people working on the set, and everybody ignored the whole situation. I don't know if they thought it was some sort of stunt work going on or some practice or something.
So we should be careful when we are here. Yes.
Yes. So definitely, yes, be careful. They look like they were trying to abduct us then. They weren't trying to kill us that time. They're actually trying to capture us.
Interesting.
Don't know if there was.
I'd just like to point out there's at least because of problems that are not resolved, you are being currently actively hunted in at least 2 of the different zones.
Yes.
She's in the clear because as long as she has her skinning knives, nobody really seems to have taken an active dislike to her. For some reason, you and Fulton there, McKay, have gotten the blunt of bad things. So,
well, because they align with the evil AI.
That could be a part of it as well. Yes.
Maybe.
And it's at that point you hear a knocking, rapping as if a tapping on your outer door.
Oh no, they're here. The ninjas! Hide!
Jim goes to get the door.
All right.
Goodbye, we will never see you again.
He's learned to ignore you by now, so he just goes up to answer the door. He comes back in and he has a silver tray that has a business card on it that he presents to. He looks at her and he presents it to Mickey.
Thank you.
Damn it.
So whose calling card is it?
It says Sally Ryan.
What?
Sally Ryan.
Do you know him?
Her?
Her.
I'm
Do you
assuming.
know her?
Well, actually, I have heard of people called Sally who are male, so you might be right. But normally it's a female name. No, I don't. The name does not ring a bell.
Isn't it the...
Shall I see her in, sir?
Yes, sure.
Would you like to meet her in the withdrawing room, the library, or the foyer?
How about the library?
Very good, sir. He goes off.
Really need to explore this place. Get to know the lay of the land.
Yeah, that's true.
Does it have the same setup with spring-loaded swords everywhere?
I think they're going to be working on that. They bought like one of Beyonce's cast-off homes or something like that and installed you guys here. Something like that. Or no, one of Tiger Woods' cast-off homes, hence the golf course out back. Yes, you're not sure where the library is either. So
yes, and we'll start quickly looking.
No problem. You guys come across a exploration party that has been journeying for a while. They've been living off of the land and stuff, lost in this home for a bit. They give you directions and you continue on to the library. It's a big house. You get a workout just wandering around the house here. Eventually, you go and find a very ordinary-looking young lady who's sitting in the library. She is dressed like a business professional. She's rather bland. I mean, she's not unattractive, but she doesn't stand out in a particular way.
Appraisal or something along those lines to get an idea of the quality of the clothing?
Go for it. Also, you guys can give me evidence analysis rolls if you wish to pull a Sherlock Holmes on her.
Appraisal is by 30.
Nope.
Yeah, looks at her and goes, I have better clothes than that in my closet.
Yes.
I can skin her and make a fucking suit out of her, but she's too small. I need bigger women.
Is made both.
All right. She has some her business skirt, which is like below the knees, is a bit wrinkled, as though it's been sat on for a long period of time. Against her, the back of her right leg are a couple of very faint mud splotches, like some small wheels were kicking up a little bit of dirt, as maybe something with small wheels was following her close behind. She is not wearing a wedding ring, although she does have a band of slightly paler skin on her wedding finger. She is also spot hidden rolls.
Yep.
Yes.
She also has makeup on the backs of her hands here, which doesn't quite, it's pretty goddamn close for matching the skin color, but not quite, because she's missing some of the freckles is the main reason you spotted it. People normally have some freckles, but over those particular areas on the backs of her hands, she has no freckles. It also appears that her shoes are not the stylish ones. They're more made for like when somebody trying to dress stylish knows that they have to do a lot of fucking walking. I'm guessing like low heels, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. Not sure what else. So.
Please excuse my attire. I wasn't expecting any visitors.
She smiles at you.
Did you have a pleasant flight?
She blinks and says, "Flight? How did you?"
No, your skirt, mud on your leg. Are you a member of the Sisterhood?
She looks at the butler who says, "Would you like a drink, ma'am?" She says, "Yes, yes, I would." He gets her a drink and then retreats and closes the door behind him. And she says, "How do you know these things?"
Because it's what I do. Your hands, I can see the makeup.
Shit, she says.
And only because I met Danielle. I saw Danielle with her gloves off yesterday. Was it yesterday? Last night.
Yes, that's part of the reason that I was here. She looks intently at the young lady next to you.
Hi.
She's familiar with. Well, she's not aligned with any. She's familiar with.
Not aligned yet, she says.
Well, yes.
If only you would become a B-lister, she says, looking intently at you. The all-seeing sisterhood could use allies such as that. If you were not already aligned, you would make a powerful ally, Mr. McKay. Unless you wish to break your old alliance.
What are your views on blue?
What are your views on blue? She says.
Well, sorry, go on.
Please.
I am concerned that a old foe has aligned themselves with blue.
I see.
A Dr. Morton.
I see. Is blue here?
Not that I have encountered as yet. I've been keeping an eye out for signs of him here and in other worlds.
Do you travel to many other worlds?
Been to about half a dozen or so.
She looks really impressed. And you,
And
what
Mildred
did
has
you?
been to many more.
Mildred. Many more? Empathy rolls.
Empathy.
Yes.
No, not a fumble though.
She definitely wants Mildred for something. Mildred, or the woman with no name, thinks to herself. She
I'm
looks
not sure
at
if
you.
she has a, I'm not sure if Mildred has an open relationship or not.
Mildred isn't sure either.
Both of you guys take a card. She looks confused and flustered.
All right. Remind me about Netflix later on.
I hope you're well. Wait, you may as well just write it down somewhere, Pete, because between her and me,
yes.
That's true.
I don't know what the fuck you're thinking.
Okay.
He says, "We the all." Pardon?
How can we assist you?
Well, my primary purpose in traveling here was to thank you and Dr. Fulton. She looks like, why is he a doctor doing acting? I don't know. He is a doctor, but he does not play one on TV. For your assistance last night, that may have been Blue, maybe, I don't know. But Logan at this point realizes he's all dressed in blue.
Oh no.
Well,
good.
I don't know if it would be blue or due to the nature of, well, the king in yellow.
She says, good.
I potentially think it might be yellow.
She says, well, yes, yellow and blue.
Green.
Yes.
Well,
anyway.
I don't know. It may not have anything to do with yellow. May not have had anything to do with any of the AIs. I don't know.
I see. Well, my primary purpose was to extend our thanks, as well as we had been wanting to meet Mildred. And I did have one question for you, if I may, Mildred.
Okay.
On all of your work in the television and such, you always appear as uncredited. Why is that?
Why do I appear uncredited?
Because you won't give them your name.
Yes, I was going to say, the whole name situation.
Damn it. Because my assistants are no good.
We can get you better assistants. We would like to cultivate you for a position within the all-seeing sisterhood. And for somebody of your, she looks at McKay, obvious talent, we would be willing to have one brother within the sisterhood.
Tell me more about the sisterhood then.
Our objective is to bring better art to the multiple universes through theater and stage and screen.
Are you sure that's our objective?
Empathy rolls.
Yep.
Yes.
That's at least part of the objective. Yes, she says.
And
we need people who are able to travel betwixt these realms in order to help us to spread the
of art, I think. Yes?
Yes.
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 So what is it? What's in it for me then?
You would be carrying part of this realm with you, part of white AI. The rules that govern this place would always be with you.
Oh,
Interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
And we would hope to have you to through influencing the art in a big way in the other realms to spread.
Oh, you want me to be a copywriter?
She looks.
You want me to be a advertising person for you through art? I get it, yeah.
No, not at all. We want you to be a famous thespian in the other world, because then that will influence.
Influencer, yes, that's the word.
Now, I'm assuming though by art, you don't just mean acting. You're talking about all forms of art.
It's primarily through acting and the great game that the
hunting.
Like hunting, yes. That is how it is purified and brought through to greater strength, which is why it works as it does here.
By great game, you mean the dueling between actors, etc.
Yes.
Interesting that you. Okay, so that's why the great game is the primary reason for the main focus on acting. I take it.
It is the purification of our master.
Okay.
So your master gets purified when somebody kills someone else, or what?
And when the more pure vessels and the stronger vessels receive the essence of the master.
Something like Nazism.
Like what?
Well, nothing.
Oh.
I don't know if it's similar to that. They don't appear to be. Yeah, I don't see it as a fascist sort of thing.
Oh, fascist? No. We're not saying that white makes right. She goes.
How do you decide what is pure vessel and what's not pure vessel? Just by who wins?
Yes, eventually the more pure or of the essence of the being within them. And then they go through and use that to make better art. And art is our highest aspiration.
So why don't, out of curiosity, is there any reason why it has not expanded to other art forms?
It is in music and singing. Music, singing, and acting.
Okay, so it is in music.
Yes, although the actors and the musicians normally don't interact.
But they could.
They could, yes. However, both sides resent any of that sort of interaction and take steps to
try and keep it separate.
Yes, exactly.
What's your view? Sorry.
I was just going to. Actually, I don't know what the circumstance is here. Is there such a thing as J-pop and K-pop in this world?
Unfortunately, I mean, yes. We have
isn't that an example of singing and acting that cross over?
Yes, I personally don't like it, but yes, but that is not so much of a thing in this country. That is.
But you often have singers that become actors.
Yes, but they tend to change who they associate with, in multiple ways. There is some crossover, but it is not as common as sticking with one's own. And there's no rule to say that you could not go after singers. It's just other singers tend to get very short.
So if someone expressed art via drawing or painting or those forms,
they have not proven successful in channeling the entity.
I'm very good at drawing, by the way.
That's nice.
That's a shame that it doesn't work.
Yes. Well, if we can get you better at acting
curious.
and dancing and singing and things, then that would be more useful to you. I'm sure that your art is lovely.
Fuck off.
She looks a bit insulted.
Like, you're lying to me all the time. Well,
she says, I see. She stands up.
Sorry, Mildred can be very direct at times, as you've just encountered.
Give me a fast talk roll to calm her down there, McKay.
No.
She says, excuse me, and is heading toward the exit.
Hey, don't you appreciate a direct communication so you know what you can expect from people?
She says, I think I now know what to expect. Mr. McKay, if you ever wish to become in contact with us, please let me know.
How would I contact you?
Through SD Rosenthal, she can get in contact with us.
Okay.
She leaves.
Shouldn't lie to me. I don't know.
Oh, she was lying her ass off to you. You're
I
pretty
know.
sure.
Hate people.
Yes, you do.
I go drink.
There's alcohol. There's library alcohol.
Yay!
Yeah,
Let's do
library alcohol in a couple days at least.
Yes. I go use library.
You're in it, so yeah, there's bottles nearby. Oh, by the way, something you guys both noticed because you've seen it before. This is a library comprised currently of books by the foot. Theme is kind of dusky red.
Did she say SD Bloomingfell or SD Rosenfell?
Rosenfell, I think.
Yeah. Did I fuck up the name?
Well, I've got a SD Bloomingfell written down, who's the person who had the blackmail material on her that we gave back to.
That's her. That's the one.
I just wanted to confirm it was the same person.
It's the same person.
As I said, I may have written it down wrong at the time.
I'm double checking now as soon as I can find my NPC list.